What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and this video is actually a re-recording of my news video from this morning, but there were a few issues that I was having with it, so I needed to re-record it and render it and upload it again, so I do apologize for that. But as most of you know, every Monday, I like to take a few minutes and go over some of the things we can expect to see in the game this week. For instance, we have the apparel event ending tomorrow, we have the global event ending as well, but more importantly, I like to take some time and answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. Make sure you turn on those notifications. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well. And remember, we are currently having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced on October 2nd of this year. Now, there happen to be two things that are ending in the game in less than 24 hours, so you want to make sure you get on this stuff before it's actually gone. First of all, we have the Street Activation Apparel event. Remember, you should be getting one apparel key for every 4 shade levels you gain. Make sure you grind that out to get that done today. And we also have the global event Reanimated, which is ending tomorrow as well. Now, one of the things I always make sure I mention in Monday's video is make sure you spend those stars because they do not roll over from one event to the next. And actually, having said that, there is no event after this. Next thing we get is, Season 10, which starts September 13th, which means that now is the time to finish up the season. There are certain things in the reward track you do not want to miss. I hear from so many players from previous seasons who miss the Memento, who miss the Scorpio, who miss certain items that are just key components in so many different builds. Make sure for this season you finish it up because you don't want to miss out on anything that's a guaranteed drop. Which now brings me to the question that some of you are asking, which is, when does Season 9 officially end? And to the best of my knowledge, it's going up until Season 10 begins, so you should have until, the day before the season starts to be able to finish anything out that you want. However, I strongly suggest you try to get your seasonal reward track done as quickly as you can. One thing I'd like to mention as we move on is I've been getting some messages asking me, what am I doing right now in the game to get ready for Season 10? I'm hopefully going to be able to put out a video for you tomorrow morning letting you know exactly what I'm focusing on and also recommending a few things that new and returning players should really be just hyper-focused on before this thing starts. Moving on, my friends, let's now go over what the game just tweeted this morning, which is that Phase 2 of the PTS starts this Friday. You can see they say get ready for Season 10 PTS Phase 2 starting this Friday, September 2nd. More details and exact timings to follow. Obviously, once the game gives us information on the changes that they're making from Phase 1 to Phase 2, I will bring you a standalone video going over all of the details that they give us. Now, most of you know when it comes to the PTS, it's kind of a tricky situation because only people on PC can play that thing. Now, for me, I only bought the game on PC, so I could be a part of the testing phase. I just like that kind of stuff. I wanted to be able to bring you videos on what you may be able to expect, and that's the important thing to remember, is that what may happen in the game. Over the last week I've seen so many different things out there where people are talking specifics like this is going to break this or this is going to do this, and there's no right or wrong answer. I mean, this is everyone's opinion and everyone is entitled to their opinion, but one thing I can promise you, first of all, I will never bullshit you with this channel. I will always give you my honest and fair assessment of what's going on. And the thing is, certain things in the game can affect other players in different ways. However, no one section of this community can make a decision for the entire game. And look, if I felt differently, I would say so, and if that changes, I'll say it then too. I'll go like, guess what I found out? This is total bullshit. But the thing is that there's so much information online that sometimes it can be really easy to jump into the hype. You see certain headlines or you see certain thumbnails and you're like, what the shit? They're doing what now? This makes no sense to me. But again, my friends, wait until the game launches. That's when they're going to make most of the decisions anyway, because that's when most of the community will finally be able to let them know exactly what they think is going on. I mean, one example I like to give, and this goes back to when we got Hunter's Fury and the Scorpio, is I'm pretty sure I said this in a video during that PTS, but I was saying there is no way they're going to let Hunter's Fury into the game this way because everyone would be running it. Like, no one would run anything else whatsoever. But clearly, that's not the case because not everyone is just running with Hunter's Fury. There are so many different builds that are being utilized in different ways. So again, when you see stuff about the PTS and the weapon performing this way or the gear set's doing this or this isn't proccing and it's broken, whatever, That is what the PTS is for. And hopefully by the time we hit launch, everything will be good to go. I mean, we're going to see what happens. Look, and the thing is, if you're still playing this game at this point when we're this many years in, you obviously love the franchise, you obviously love the gameplay, and again, this is the first time in years where we've actually had a full team working on the game, so I personally think moving forward, there is a lot of stuff to look forward to. Last but not least today, my friends, I want to talk about two specific things that need to be just really put at the top of the list in regards to priority, and that is PC crashing and PvP. And once again, to be clear, neither of those things affect me on a daily basis at all. I only play on PC during the PTS, and I rarely go into the dark zone. But again, it's not about me. It's not about my gameplay. It is about the community. It's about us actually working together to get things done. That's why when I ask you, let me know what's going on in your gameplay, we all want the same thing, which is the best version of the game. That is it. I don't care if it's, look, the developers want it, we want it. I don't care if you play PvE or PvP. Everyone deserves that aspect of their game to be really polished, and my hope is moving forward, now that they have a full team, that's exactly what we're going to get. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, the reason I'm re-recording this now is that this morning when I originally recorded it, I was completely rushed because we're having new solar panels put on, and this morning they had to do an initial phase where they put in a new electrical box, which means they had to cut the power, and there was like a knock on the door, like 20, it was just a hot mess. Like, it was a total hot mess this morning. But the good thing is, in this morning's video, I'd forgot to mention a few things. First of which is that starting tomorrow, Tuesday, August 30th, I'm going to be doing live weekly vendor resets, and my goal is moving forward is for that to become a weekly event that I do every Tuesday. We take the first 6 or 7 minutes, go over all the different vendors, and then more importantly, we take time, I answer some of your questions live, we talk about what's going on in the game, and just spend some time talking about the Division universe. The other thing I forgot to mention is that starting this week, I'm going to be doing live streams where I'm helping people on Xbox farm for different exotics they've been looking for, whether it's from previous seasons, we're talking the Scorpio, Memento, or let's say you've been trying to get Lady Death since the game came out. My goal is to try to help out in any way I can, and for those of you that are on different platforms, I still recommend come by the stream. I'm going to be doing a bunch of them, because I know there are always people in chat who want to help other players out. That is one of the best things about this community. So even though I may initially just be doing stuff on Xbox, you will find people at our channel who are on PlayStation, on PC, that want to help as well. So again, my friends, we are a family here, and in any way we can help each other out, that's exactly what we want to do. With all that being said, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. There are a lot of things that are going to be happening here over the next few weeks. I cannot wait to share them with you. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know in the section down below and I will get back to you as quick as I can. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. However, like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You slot yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus is taking position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you.